is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I represent Bahamian people. I from Nassau, Bahamas, big up Bintan, bro. Where I from Bintan, bro. Right between West and Augusta, where them two roads meet, they call it Wilkinson Street. Manners and respect was like a sign blank check. It seems the ones that coming after quick to disrespect. You see, this life in the ghetto never easy. So many hungry days break till it grieve me. Way I doing the best I can, trying to turn my dollar to 100 grand. I represent the ghetto people. I from Nassau, Bahamas, big up Bintan, bro. Where I from Bintan, bro. Don't take no back talk, no bribe or no joke. If you find fire, you definitely find smoke. Bintan, bro. Where I from Bintan, bro. Bintan, I say up and running. Caliban say my show boy don't ever give in. 7 years of farming, watch the crops them coming. True they see a humble thing, the lion sleeping. But they ain't for no reason. Only God that I believe.
Good night, Bahamas, and welcome to another edition of Inside the Inner City that premieres every Friday at 6:30 to 8 p.m. on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. I'm your host, Valentino, a.k.a. Scrooge, Governor, MP, host of the show. We talk about a number of different topics, and we talk about topics that concerning the nation. Things, programs that are very important. We talk about the crime problem in our country. We talk about the poverty problem in our country. We talk about child abuse in our country. But most of all, we also talk about solutions to these problems in the country. And over the course of our journey, we have had a lot of persons in this country who are doing great work in the country. Sometimes they are overlooked, but they do some very, very, very important jobs in our country that has helped and clear the way for the next generation and make it safer for us in the country. We just had a report went on, I think last week or week before last, talking about sweetheart and married woman, married man, and all that. And it goes to show you what we've been talking about all along the show for the last 10 years. And this is the reason I used the show to express these concerns that I know is affecting us as a country. So many might not listen to exactly what I have to say, or many others who have come before me who have been doing this task of helping, also giving the information. We know what the problem is, and we use the airways, or we use our resources to try and address it as best as possible. And sometimes, things fall in favor when it comes to statistics. I'm not a statistics man, but sometimes statistics proves it. So sometimes the statistics proves the point that you're trying to make. It comes to light. And then when we had a report, and it all comes down to family value. This is all I'm here for. Everything I'm here for is to create the family value again in this country, and to bring the morals, responsibility, integrity, so that we can grow together as a nation. If you look at the morals today in our country, it completely diminished. If you listen to that report, that's a clear indication of where our country is headed. No ifs, no buts. If people are saying that it's good to have a sweetheart and that sweetheart is better than a husband, or vice versa, the male or female are saying the same thing. What is going to happen to the children that is made out of wedlock, and who's going to be left behind? How are they going to be able to cope when they don't have no one to lean on, right nor left? They're not seeing the right set of family core values, and then we expect for them to turn out good in this country when we are the ones who are messing it up with our own selfish desire. You know, sex is very serious. That's why I say sex is very serious. See, before you have sex, you should think about the consequences and who you're going to bring in this world. Remember, the child, you two bring the child in the world. That means you two are going to have to be able to grow this child, nurture this child, educate this child, finance this child, groom them to make the right decision instead of the bad decision they're going to make if you're not around. And that's what we're doing in our country today, and it's just normal. You know? So I only bring people on the show who are dedicated to change the mindset of those individuals. And these are special persons to me because we are all in the same field. You know, I'm an advocate, but also I'm a community builder. I don't talk, I do in the community that I reside in, and I do for my country, how many programs I'm being involved in. But I'd like to see when other persons take up the realm and they're doing good, and I'd like for the country to support persons like that. I have a gentleman in the studios, Mr. Basil Johnson. He works at the Simpson Pen for boys. They just put together the second annual Governor General Boys Retreat. And these boys are at-risk boys. You know, some of them probably don't have a father figure, or they don't come from that family structure home. So the first line of defense when they send the Simpson Pen, you know, for boys, is that you got to understand that they report that 90% of inmates at the prison will eventually come out, right? So the Simpson Pen is the first stage before these young gentlemen get to Fox Hill Prison. So Mr. Johnson's task is very hard, very delicate, because he can't just be hard. He also has to be very delicate because he's dealing with a very delicate situation of at-risk young boys, you know, who are looking for a father figure. And some of them have grown into bad behavior because they don't have the father, mother, auntie, uncle, godparents in their lives. So some are very, very difficult to deal with. So you have to use a different alternative. So I invite Mr. Johnson in here because what I saw from him over the years is that he's committed to helping these young kids because he was just like them. And I think that persons like Mr. Johnson, you know, I don't care what government it is, they should support him whatever he needs in the country because he is the first line of defense before these young gentlemen make more bad decisions and go to the bigger prison where it's chances likely that they're not going to be properly rehabilitated, and then they're going to be a danger not only to themselves but to society when they're released back into society. So I want Mr. Johnson to introduce himself to the general public, and I want to just tell you this gentleman is doing an awesome job, a very delicate and a very tough job. So I just want to introduce my guest here tonight.
Pleasant good evening to all, and thank you so much, Mr. Brown, for having me on your set tonight. And so definitely from the offset, I would like to publicly thank the entire staff at the Simpson Pen Center for Boys.
Go ahead, sir.
Because they work above and beyond to ensure that the organization operates effectively and efficiently.
Wow.
And so it's not a work that I do on my own. And so they work tirelessly to ensure that those boys are supervised properly and they show concern and care for these individuals.
Wow.
As if they are their own.
Wow. And see, that's the kind of leadership we need in the country. You know, if we listen to the media, we'd see where there's a lot of kids that are being abused, a lot of camps around the country, you know. But I'm glad to see that you guys are dedicated and putting love and care. What is the reason why y'all are putting so much love and care into these young guys?
For the most part, when the majority, I would say, comes through our gates, They are, I said to them, I will give you a clean slate.
Clean slate.
It doesn't matter what the court send you there for. I give you a clean slate. Whatever you put on it is how I'm going to deal with you. And so there's 6 main pillars of character. And that is trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship. That's the foundation of an individual character. And for the most part, the majority that comes do not have a clue of what it is to have a foundation as it relates to character, manners, and respect. Nothing.
They don't have a clue.
And so I cannot hold them accountable for what nobody ever taught them.
Mr. Johnson, so you're telling me that a lot of these young guys who come in there don't have none of these things you just talked about? So how are they going to be able to survive in the country when they're out there in the general public looking for work or approaching a young female?
And so Simpson Pen serves as a safety net.
To give them these tools they need before.
It stems out of control.
Wow.
So it's a safety net, and there's a stigma attached to these young men even when they leave. But they did not just enter the world and come to Simpson Pen. They would have passed through our elementary school.
What age? 1, 2, 3?
Yes, sir.
So I'm getting the point. I'm just making the point.
You understand?
I'm getting the point.
And so you go to your juvenile school.
Then you go to...
And so you might find yourself from the juvenile set, you might come through our doors at the age of 12.
12.
But what happened before that?
So from 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5. Something happening there.
Major. I've heard stories with individuals who would even come from our family islands. At the age of 12, 13, 14, they have already dropped out of school for 2 years. Who's supposed to be checking on you? Why are you out of school at that age? And so as it relates to our academics, Penn Pratt, our principal, Mrs. Bow, they have to bring them from scratch.
From scratch. Y'all listening? That's what we've got in our country,
And then they talk about the D average.
Yeah.
And so we have to put them in special sessions and classes just to bring them up to power before putting them in the classroom for other persons to make sport at them.
I'm seeing what you're saying because, you could imagine you were 12, 13, and then you have a little child who old and you could read and write, so he's going to be teasing you, and this is going to cause them get frustrated and get angry and violent, get out of the character.
And we don't need that.
I see. You guys know what you're doing to Simpson Pen. This is counseling at its finest.
And so the boys produce well in a structured, consistent environment. An environment that is conducive for them to be able to flourish. And when I say consistent, it means they are on a routine pattern.
A routine pattern. Those 5 pillars you talked about earlier.
So now they have to execute what they would have learned when they come through our doors. They said that in 21 days you will be able to form a habit. And once they repeatedly do it, then they catch on to it. Everything at Simpson Pen is yes sir, no ma'am. And so when they come to the door, they learn it quickly.
So you know what you're also dealing to? You teach them seniority.
And you're programming them.
Yes. So that when they see someone older than them, if they
that's automatic.
On a bus, they would let this older person go on the bus or let the older person come off the bus because this is what you're teaching them now. You're teaching seniority and respect.
And it builds character on the inside of them.
It does.
I've had parents, I would run into parents every now and again. And they said they were about to call me because their son is acting strange. I say acting strange like how? Say he's cleaning up the kitchen. He's cleaning up his room.
Okay.
He's outside picking up the garbage and storing it. That isn't strange. Your son should do these things.
So you're teaching them about cleanliness now.
Definitely.
Because the Bible tells you godliness is next to cleanliness.
It's your responsibility to make up your own bed.
I see. So this is it's a something that you all have with them, but when they wake up and
Definitely.
yes. So you're teaching them neatness as well.
Definitely.
So when they are ready to leave the Simpson pen, if they take all of these 5 pillars and training that you and the staff does at Simpson pen, they should be able to know how to go in a host and environment of their own. And if they meet a female, he would already be cleared. So this is attraction for a female because the host, this man always cleared, you know?
So they come with one mindset.
Yes.
But they leave with another.
Yes. I feel you, man. Great program. Man.
And with new skill sets as well.
Let's go ahead and be about 1.5 hours. This is going to be very interesting. I want the general public to just listen. The reason why I bring people on like Mr. Johnson, because I know they are gatekeepers to our country. And if we want to see it go forward. And there are many people like him with other different programs. We have Anku and many others out there. But Mr. Johnson, you know, he has a passion for it, right? And if you look at him right, you could see he has a passion for it. And let me just say why I'm saying that. Most people who have position in various different departments around the country, they have the position, but they're not passionate about the position. Passion means that you put yourself before, you put others before yourself. You see something in those kids there, like they are actually like your kids when you see them. Regardless, if this set go and a new set come, it starts again. You just have a vision to see that there's greatness in these at-risk kids, and that if they get the right mentorship, the right leadership, and these 5 pillars, and the right support mechanism, we could have some good husbands in the near future.
Waiting.
Not sweethearts.
No.
Husbands.
Yes. And I have 3 sons of my own.
3 sons of your own?
3 sons of my own.
God bless you, brother.
And so my wife says to me, okay, how your boys act today? Mm-hmm. She's talking about my Simpson pen children.
Mm-hmm. That's what your wife is saying
Yeah,
now?
that's what my wife says.
Because she knows she loves kids.
Because I get 1, 2, 3, and then I get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's my numbers. I see them as my very own. My 3 biological children are different. Same woman, same my wife, but they are different, like morning, noon, and night. And so I don't see the boys at Simpson Pen as numbers.
I understand.
You understand? They are individuals with a personality. They have their own identity. So it's not a one-size-fits-all. You have to be able to listen and hear.
Yeah, Christ. Instead of being critical
and being judgmental towards them,
yes,
because
listen.
You do not understand the story. And so I have persons come there sometime and they would hear, but do not understand the underlying.
What the person is.
I've had young boys in time past. I had a young boy who was there. And I was talking with him. And he said, this mark around my neck, I didn't got this out of a fight. His neck was cut from one side to the other. He said, I was sleeping one night, and my dad was smoking marijuana. And his dad slit his throat while he was sleeping. Yes, sir.
Wow.
And so he's a little aggressive based on what happened, the trauma from that, waking up to that. So he have a he be in protective mode the majority of the time until he can get the necessary treatment and therapy.
He would isolate himself and put himself in a box unless you listen and you come at him from a soft angle. You're not going to reach him.
That's the only way it happens.
You're not going to reach him. Anything aggressive towards kids like that, I just want to say this. We must understand this. Anything aggressive against a kid who has gone through something that is drastically traumatic in life, it's not going to work. Take that from me.
Fire
take
fire.
that, Mr. Johnson. You can't put fire on fire. Listen to me. I don't care what kind of program you're running, whether it's a boot camp or whatever it is. You can be a little strict, but you have to be passionate and understanding that the trauma these kids have gone through, that you cannot really take, go overboard in how you speak to them, how you treat them, because you could be doing more harm
Done good.
than good.
And so definitely you have to be compassionate towards them and empathetic towards them as well. Because they need that. They need that affirmation. They need to know that somebody actually care and is concerned about their well-being.
How do you like when you have an individual kid and like you say you know what they've gone through, what are some of the things you do to try and calm their mind? Like you calm out, you let them talk to people. What do you do?
Well, at school, they have the guidance counselor, just mainstream school, just like every other
So
school.
you
All
con-
subjects are taught.
You're
They have
connected with the guidance counselor. You
You
yourself
have-
is connected with the guidance counselor. Why stay in school?
Right. They have referrals as well.
Referrals.
So I make referrals to SRC, which is Sandilands.
Sandlands.
And so they can get the necessary treatment and help.
So-
or see a psychiatrist if needed.
So they go to like some of them need that.
Definitely.
They be so bad, Mr. Johnson.
Sometimes they come that way. I have to accept what the court sent to me. But I get the treatment and the help and the support from Sandilands Rehabilitation.
Wow,
So I get that support.
wow. Must say,
The National Drug Council, they
Wow.
come there and they do sessions with the boys as
wow,
well. So the
awesome,
police force is on board. You have
Wow.
the defense force on board.
awesome.
And so we had a full-time chaplain there as well to help them with their spirituality.
Shout out to the Royal
as
Bahamas
well.
Police Force and the Royal
Definitely.
Bahamas Defense Force. And like I say, they do their part when it comes to these type of programs.
Right.
Go beyond the line of duty, and we have to give them credit in many incidents.
And I have a doctor, Dr. Jacobs.
Dr. Jacobs.
I met him at Elizabeth Estate Clinic when I had a few of the boys there.
So God is putting the pieces
They
in
put the
places
right
now.
people.
Like I always tell people, the same exact thing when it happened to this gentleman here happened to me. All the pieces started to come, meeting people to various. Go ahead. Sorry, cutting you off.
So he watched me how I dealt with the young men.
He watched that.
He watched that.
You see, he was seeing if you committed, and he's seeing if that you
Correct.
abusive people. Oh, this is God is good. I just trying to tell you, God is good. When you have good intentions, He's gonna send people, and they're gonna monitor you and see if you are pure heart, and then you will get the assistance you need. It ain't all about money all the time.
He have volunteer service.
I didn't even say that. See, you see, before you even say it, you hear what I say? It ain't about money all the time, and then you come right and say volunteer.
For the past 2 years,
Past 2 years.
I just had a conversation with him on my way here.
Wow. What's his name again?
Dr. Jacobs.
Dr.
Dante
Jacobs.
And so he's in the
Tell me,
private
sir.
sector now at this particular point.
Yes,
And
sir.
so the relationship has grown, and now he has a mentorship program
Mentorship program.
with the boys.
Wow, awesome. All hands on deck.
All hands on deck.
Wow, that's a wonderful program. You see how all of branches reaching everywhere? Because, you have to be able to help these kids.
Definitely.
And these things are going on in our country. And this is what we are facing on our streets. And this is what's going on in our homes. And this is the reason why I'm on the show, to say, let's bring the family value back in the country.
And I must give some credit to
Go ahead.
our permanent secretary.
Go ahead. Give them
Mrs.
names.
Mrs. Fija
Go ahead.
Raman.
I love this. Anyone?
She's doing an exceptional job in the Ministry of Social Services Information.
Raming?
Yes.
Wow.
Fedja Raming.
Miss Frederick
Turn
Raming.
Quest.
Frederick Turncrest Raming.
Yeah. So she's doing an exceptional job at social services.
I love anyone who was helping people in the country. I don't care what part of government you're in or what government you're a part of. As long as it's helping people,
Definitely.
I'm all with you because I know that you're God sent. You know?
Yes.
Wow, awesome.
So
Go ahead, give some more
I'm-
names out there.
I'm grateful for her support. And when I send requests for the boys, she deals with them as if they're our own as well.
Wow,
And that take that pressure and that burden off me.
wow. Because I know, you have your own financial thing, but having different parts of branch of government helping you, it is the pressure for you now because you have someone reliable in Ms. Ramin. You have someone lying doctor. What is his name?
Ramin Turnquest.
Excuse me. Ramin Turnquest.
Miss Dr. Jacobs.
And Dr. Jacob, and then there's going to be more people coming along.
Definitely.
I see you had yellow.
Definitely Mr. Wims.
Mr.
you know,
Wims,
and
yellow.
I have Candy Gibson as
Miss
well.
Candy Gibson.
She's another contributor to the center. So they would come at different periods.
Family
to the
is a murder
center.
victim.
Definitely.
Yes,
she's on
she
the
gone
ground.
way
She's
back.
working.
we go way back from a boyfriend, and then she went and become an activist, just like us.
Yeah,
So and she was on the show a few times as well. So I
was in
big up the candy.
Where this was on East Street. What's that corner you used to be through?
Me?
Yes.
That's Hay Street or Lewis
Hay
Street?
Street.
Yes.
I think it was Hay Street. Hay Street. I think I was there with Dr. Debbie Bartlett
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Now, how much years ago? What's this?
I try to. Okay. Go ahead.
Take that.
Go ahead,
You
go
can talk about it.
Go ahead.
Debbie Bartlett is a contributor of the Center. She comes along as well and support the work.
Debbie
there.
Bartlett.
So she's still
She's
in the
still
trenches.
there.
She's still in the trenches.
That's where we
right there.
met. We met right there on
Okay,
Grand
man.
Stand when we did
I
the
was there.
Yes, we did a video. 10. We did it with the gang thing.
Okay, I was present.
Yeah.
I was present.
Okay.
In not an area I should be in,
Yeah,
but I was present.
Yeah, we did it under the step.
Yes.
And then we ended up with Bamboo Shack, Mr. Lane Pen, then we
Okay.
cleaned up the whole area and cleaned up the whole neighborhood.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, brother. And you see? Wow, amazing.
Likewise, in Nassau Village, we did the same thing
Wow.
some 31 years ago.
Wow.
That's the story that you saw.
Wow.
And so I made my contribution to Simpson Band for the past 27 years.
Huh?
27
That's where you was
years.
all-
That's how I made my contribution.
Okay.
there. I was not employed there.
Yeah, I understand you said freely.
Definitely.
Yes.
I've been in maximum security for the past 22 to 23 years, pouring into the lives of those residents, I will call them. They're residents of B-Docs. And so this has been a journey. But I'm grateful for the opportunity to be on your show tonight. And I've turned down many shows.
I can believe so.
But when you asked me to come on your show, because you are in the trenches,
Yes. We
and
connect.
I know what you're all about,
Yes.
I made it my business. You
I-
see, one of the things I appreciate, you did not send a message to remind me. I appreciate that. Because I'm a man of it.
I know you're
If
coming.
say
I know you're coming.
What I say, that's what it is. And that's what our young people need.
And
People that
Oh, Lord.
hold up what they say.
you can't. Your word is everything. Don't give a promise to someone you cannot keep because they are living up to that. And if you do that,
It's best you don't pick the boys up if you could pick them up and drop them.
yeah. Wow.
If you're going to pick them up and drop them, don't pick them up. Leave them there.
You want
Because the damage will be worse.
I feel you. You know, this is some really good information. It goes to show you that we have people in this country who goes beyond the line of duty, you know. And we might not see these particular individuals, but what they do is so important because, like I said, they're the gateway. He was talking about the B block and maximum, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And
25 years.
25 years. So tell me something. What are some of the experience in maximum?
I mean, definitely there's a major improvement
Yes.
as it relates to the environment, as it relates to the renovations.
Yeah, Mr.
And
Claire's
it's
doing a
actually
wonderful job.
Exceptional
Mr. Claire,
job.
I want to say,
I-
he's, as a person, you speak first.
Go ahead, go
No,
ahead,
you
go
go
ahead.
first, you go first.
Yeah, Mr. Clay, the commissioner is doing an exceptional job.
I think he's the best commissioner we've seen so far in the last 52 years.
Easy.
I think so, Mr. Claire.
Easy.
Is.
He has a
Yes.
heart for the individual. He wants to see them rehabilitated
Yes,
and
yes,
transformed
yes. We on board.
before they come back into society.
Yeah, we on the advisory board of the Ministry of National Security, Cleopatra Christie, Mr. Claire, all of us.
I would say Mr. Clay is the real deal.
Yeah, he's the real deal. He'll tell you the truth about the prison. He'll tell you conditions. He'll tell you. See, one thing I'm going to get from Mr. Claire is the truth. All right? And honesty. And same thing like you and same thing like me. We are honest. All right? If you don't be honest, ain't nothing
Ain't
happening
getting
for
there.
you.
Nobody
People could
getting
read through you.
Easy.
You know? You see how much time I talk about people on the show, and you'll never see no one call and say I was ever a liar because what I say is the truth. Right. I don't lie on something or lie on nobody unless I've seen it with my eye, or unless that's credible information, unless I read the newspaper, I don't speak about it, unless I had my personal experience.
Correct.
You understand? And that's how we are. We are truthful people. You know, the qualities you put in those kids, you know, would make me laugh. You say, you have the parents calling you, say something wrong with their son because they clean up the house.
Yes, sir.
So you imagine the mother sitting down in the house. Now, she ain't used to her son doing none of these stuff. No raking no yard. She done tell him this from he was born to wash the dishes. Now, all of a sudden, she coming home and see the kitchen clean. So she going to sit down in the front room and must she think she's seeing things? Must she got to rub her eye? Right? Couple times. Then look, say, what? The yard clean? So she got to go and call you to see, like, hey, this boy must be on some drugs.
Say, yeah, I can bet.
He on some, this, drugs, some other type of drugs, some invisible. What?
And you have some,
Yeah, from dopamine.
Right.
Yeah, something, you know what I mean?
and we have other chores. They work in the kitchen, so they will be
teach them
able
to
to
cook
learn
too?
how to clean chicken and so forth. And that was one of the things she mentioned. She said that you're going to clean these 8 chicken. He said, 8 chicken? Sometimes I clean like 20 chicken.
When you finish, go ahead.
I thought,
Listen
yeah.
to me. I want the Bahamas to notice what Mr. Johnson is saying is the God's truth. Listen to me. Those kids only want to find something constructive to do. Somebody's cleaning those chicken. Listen, it might not be interesting to you guys, right? But cleaning chicken is an art. Someone have to teach you how to cut this part, cut it up this. Man, I tell you, someone put chicken in front of me, and I was wondering how you cut the chicken up like that, to
Well,
cut the chicken stock and all that. You know what I mean? But I saw the person come there with this, and when they cut it up, that was in like 20 pieces.
Easy.
If you give it to me, I only can give them 2 pieces of the chicken. So I was just amazed. So let me tell you something. Ain't nothing irreversible in this country. Our kids just need people like yourself with little small trades. That cleaning chicken is a good trade. You know, because the kid learn how to clean the chicken, cut the chicken up. And this interests them. You know, this interests them because they are interested at this stage of life. When you're at 10, 11, 12, 13, that is a learning stage. So your mind is open to fishing. Your mind is open to agriculture. Your mind could be in anything in computers or whatever it is, like young Sabas went into, computers.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Stuff like that, and that's what we have to be able to give to the kids,
Yes,
and I'm hoping that you get stronger, they get a little. I don't know. They might get a little sniping if they do 1 or 2 things around there. You do that too.
Definitely.
You do that.
We just had an individual who just
Go
was
ahead. Go ahead.
there,
Tell us
and
about it.
I think he treated about at least 13 of them to $25 to put on their books.
Stop that, man.
Yes. So we have persons that come and make contribution.
Yes, if they do
to
good.
the boys, and so we are grateful for that.
Right.
And it's a program that we call Caught Doing Good.
Call doing good. Let's go. Tell them
We
about
always
that.
catching people doing.
Call doing good.
You're always catching people doing bad. Why
Right.
we can't catch them
Doing
doing
good.
If
And then
there's
they
a
get
little
rewarded.
conflict between 2 individuals, and you
Okay.
have someone step up and say, "Come on, we cannot live like that." Don't act as if you did not hear him trying to bring some kind of conflict resolution. So you make sure reward him for that. There should be some incentive. You understand? Caught doing good. You looking out for the other individual.
Wow. And like I always tell people, having the programs and then having the trade, and he talk about that great program called Doing Good and giving the kids incentive. Any program in this country right now, we know the kids are at risk. And if you do something like what this gentleman saying, called Doing Good, and you are that as part of
Caught doing good.
Caught Doing Good.
You say you
right?
get caught by the... No, you
Right.
get caught doing good.
Right. That means we do good in your studies or wherever you are in the particular environment. Like the Simpson pen probably cleaned up a little bit or doing something, helping your next fellow student do a little bit of writing. This is caught doing good. And you get a little $25 incentive. What this does, it starts to make them, boy, if I keep on doing good.
Okay, then. Good paying off.
So the negative thing starts to diminish now because I'm getting my personality is changing, and also I'm getting an incentive, and also I'm going on field trips and I'm learning stuff. I'm learning to clean chicken.
So watch this now.
Go ahead.
So what are some of our key struggles faced by young men in conflict with the law?
Go ahead.
Some of the things I have here: peer pressure,
Prayer pressure.
showboating, imitating negative public figures
Yes.
that hurting plenty of our young people, normalizing gangsterism.
Mm-hmm.
What they see, they want to act out.
I'm going to go back to it when you finish.
And being disrespectful to those in authority. I go boss there.
All that right there. If you want to, Mr. Johnson, I really want to hear you talk today, but we have the phone line left. You want to take this? You want to take a call?
Anything.
Okay, caller. Go ahead. You're on Inside the City, and Mr. Johnson's in studio.
Scrooge, how you doing?
I'm fine. Good night to you.
It's yours truly.
What's this?
I'm into the corner by Lewis Street in a long time.
This is something wrong.
You know who you're talking to now, right?
No, I don't know.
Good. It's Sparky.
Sparky? Hey, what's up, Sparky?
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm fine.
How's things going? I come down through there by Lewis Street to hear you come down. You open up the restaurant, yeah, right?
Yeah, they told me, say, you passed through 2-3 times, so I was doing a little bit of traveling.
But you know, every time I come there, you in there. Sometimes I pull up there, you come hit me on my window in my car, then you go around the corner, I don't see you no more.
That's
Well, let me tell you something. I was wait for Friday night
Yes, sir.
to talk to you. You know I like you, but I was little before you. I'm 74 years old. I know Scrooge. You talk about being down in the bottom there. Scrooge, I remember when me and he had 2 shoes. One for going to school and one for going to church. Hello?
Go ahead, sir.
Scrooge, before you enter, Taylor Street, round the corner behind you and all that guy there. You know Sparky used to work the Pewdy Bakery with the bread and the thing. Now, I used to be in charge of the truck drivers and everything.
Delivery drivers. Yes, sir.
Hey, it's good. Before you and all of them. And my job was to balance up the truck drivers when they leave in the day and come back. There's one truck driver, we call him truck driver number 6. He then called the road.
Okay. Sparky.
He down around the corner there from Market Street.
Yeah, Sparky. I'm going here again, Mr. Johnson, to talk about this program. You can make it quick, please. I know you've been missing an action for a little while, but go ahead, real quick.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you how important your show is on Friday night.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Go ahead, sir.
Good.
Go ahead, sir.
They got some people that's called, I call them addicted callers, call on talk shows during the day, that they talk till they run out of breath.
Yes, sir.
You know the special like that I know.
Yes,
So
sir.
when people call you on Friday night, you talk, not cattle talk, people talk. Over the hill,
Yes, sir.
Taylor Street,
Yes, sir.
Hay Street, East Street, McCullough Corner, all that place, eh?
Yes, sir.
You know, we don't know all what you went through in your life. You was the one, Scrooge, you was one of the most authentic talk show hosts. And a lot of people don't know you, you know.
Yes, sir.
You done been up the road there. You done get shot with gun and thing. And you here on Friday night. But a lot of people don't know you and don't respect you. I respect you so much.
Yes, sir.
And me and my lady friend, we always laugh about something you do. And I can tell you what, before I go,
Yes, sir.
I go right now. There's a particular thing you do. All the education and education that you do. There's one thing, because the way you grew up, the word is street. They call that street,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
street.
Yes, sir.
You know, every time you mention that word, she's break out laughing because you say street. Say, look at it. Good.
Yes, sir.
The word name street.
Yes, sir.
street.
But you know,
Not street.
we misbehave, sir. We speak broken English.
No. But there's 2 years. 2 years.
Yes, sir.
One other fellas called, you know.
Yes, sir. But
Yeah,
anyway.
what I'm trying to say, you know. Every time he talk, he say, you know. Here's Mr. Hutchison.
Yes, sir.
I know you know. I know you all before you know me.
Yes, sir. But anyway.
Mr. Hutchison, Jerry Hutchison, brother, he got his own company. He fixed transmission.
Yes, sir.
But guess what? Every time he call and talk, he say, you know. No, I don't know nothing.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, Sparky, man. Make me laugh, man. Thanks very much for calling. You've been missing on the airwaves for a long time. Sparky is a contributor to the radio station, airwaves. He's a regular caller. But it's a good guy, Now, him, he's get out of hand. You see him now, you know what I mean? But he all right. But anyway, could you do me those, go back to those pillars, please? And let me see if I could answer one or two of those.
I mentioned what are some of the key struggles faced by young people in conflict with the law. I mentioned peer pressure.
Prayer pressure. Let's go by one by one. When you say prayer pressure, what you talking about prayer pressure? They ain't got no pressure. They kids with prayer pressure. You talking about they 11, 12, they get their mother, their daddy, they living good, they get cable, they get nice clothes, they get food notes, they get tutoring.
They get social media pressure.
uh,
They get popularity
Pressure.
pressure. All of this pressure in school.
pressure.
Pressure. People influencing them to do something that they know they should not do. And so they end up putting on this persona or pretending to be something that they know they are not. And it's so sad because some die.
Yes. You're seeing the age bracket from 15 go up to 35 is the killing field. So you could say that's genocide in our country. When you say prayer pressure, I know exactly. I just mean trying to be sarcastic just now because I know about prayer pressure. I know about growing up in a single parent home or no parent home. I grew up in a no parent home thanks to my grandparent, my grandmother, and my auntie, my uncle. They were actually my mother and my daddy.
Awesome.
But outside of that, you can't find work. What you're seeing, shooting, you're seeing abuse in your house. Your mother or your daddy always having abusive, obscene language, fighting always in the community. There's nothing really positive going on in the community besides people taking advantage of themselves. You're seeing people breaking people's houses. You're seeing, sometimes they're seeing sexual advances, getting sexually assaulted, verbally assaulted, and then you live in a community that really has no type of empowerment where there's community centers, there's trauma centers, there's no small business, there's no leaders in the community who you could go to and really get help, So even when it comes to health, everyone has to be on their own, and then people really can't help one another no more because the poverty level that everyone just struggles with themselves. So it's just like you're by yourself.
So where's that village? Where's that village?
Boy, that village right now diminished.
Wow.
Serious in our communities around the country. It's diminished, We really don't have a village no more in our country. We can't have it again. But it's going to take major investment, to get back to the village
That's
standard.
just plain selfishness, everybody just for themselves.
Yes, that's what it comes down to, And next point.
Showboating.
Showboating. Showboating means that you what it is.
Imitating negative public figures.
So you want to imitate the guys who shooting gun, the rappers over there.
You're not the real thing, but you're imitating them.
Yeah, and then you get in your mind, and then you want to go on this, and this you're going to keep on developing. What the guy name in the States, what they call him now, what his name is, the top rapper who got killed, Lil what, I can't remember his name, But anyway, a lot of them was talking about him, and, he got killed. And he was a top killer, and a lot of the guys like that talk like that. And over here you have some guys who live off former guys like Mouge and blah, 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 and all the guys who come before, and they imitate these guys, but all these guys dead, so I don't understand how you're making any sense with that. So if so again.
Then I mentioned also the gang violence, gang influence.
We saw that at the school today, I think it was today, that's
Yes.
the Dolores Johnson.
Doris Johnson,
Doris
on
Johnson.
Prince Charles Drive.
Where we saw a variety of kids,
Throwing
young
chairs.
females, girls and all, and they were going at it very violently.
Correct. And then we have our gun violence.
Gun violence. Gun is the choice of all individuals out there because that's the influencer as well. You know,
I had an
the
encounter.
need to want a gun.
Right. They work. Some even have
Work,
a job.
yes.
Packing boys save their tip in order just to buy a weapon.
Because that's what they see in their community, and that's what they see happening around them, so they want to be a part of it, you know. And that's a generation cycle. I've seen it happen over. I've been a part of it. I've put guys on the part of it. Those guys put other guys on the part of it. And those guys put other guys on the part of it. I'm around the corner and I'm seeing the leadership go from one end to the next.
Wow.
I mean, from I receive it,
Wow.
and then I pass it on. It going from that person who got killed to somebody else who trained 10 out of 10, 20 other guys, and then he gone, he get killed, and he
the baton
and then
passing
keep
on?
on passing, keep on passing, keep on passing, keep on passing. And you know, I can't get mad at them. The only thing I can do is tell them, you're headed down the path of destruction. You know, it's hard for me to explain things to them, but they see where I came from. So when I explain it to them, they understand exactly where I'm coming from. Because all the guys who I was around, all are dead. You know, there only but two of us left. Only me and Chucky and probably the twin left. Or there were 40 or 50 years who's behind together.
Right.
Everyone else just die a gunshot. No one die old age. Right? No one die old age. So I tell them, this is the life you want. Yeah.
And so I put some action steps along with that for
Wow.
parents who may be listening tonight.
Wow.
And so it's the responsibility of parents first and foremost to watch their behaviors and address them. And if they are unable to, if not, you have a responsibility to reach out to the necessary agencies for assistance in rearing your children. Very important.
There are agencies that people can go to
You
and
go to
get
social services.
social services.
They have programs in place for at-risk individuals before they might find themselves at Simpson Penn Center for Boys.
I wonder how we could get that information like in the communities on a regular basis. That's why I said we should have like off centers like the urban road. But you know, go ahead. Sorry.
So a person like a Dr. Debbie Bartlett, if you reach out to her, then definitely she can give you those numbers and be able to direct you, so these parents can get the necessary help that they need, or render your child uncontrollable to the courts.
Uncontrollable.
It's best you do that and save their life.
You have a lot of reports of uncontrollable child,
Definitely they come to my door.
and that they are uncontrollable.
Fall right in line, just
Fall-
like everybody else.
Yes. Wow.
So that means they perform well in a structured environment. You have to be consistent with it.
Wow. You were very experienced.
And for the most part, we have so many mothers raising these boys.
You
on
think that
their
could wait?
own.
Think that could wait?
They trying hard. They
Can't wait,
trying
eh?
hard. They doing it. Some doing it. You know, and I've heard so many stories. You know, I don't need no man. I don't this, and I can do it by myself. But when it comes down to raising a boy, you need a man, and it don't have to be the biological father.
No.
You understand? There are mentors.
Yeah, stepfathers will do are very, very
Definitely.
good. You know,
Why
they
call
think-
them step? You understand?
Yeah, call
you
them
walk,
fathers.
you walk on step.
Yeah, that's right. Fathers.
You understand?
Fathers. You have some fathers.
That's who they are.
Yeah, because when they meet a girl, and most of us are loving men, so
take them in
we take the
as
child
if you're
in
own.
because we get used to the child, and the child becomes a part of us. You know, that's how we are as human beings.
Even with my boys, I say, now your tone sound a little strong when you're talking to your mother. So you need to tune that down.
Yes, yes.
I trying to get my point. No, your point you need to tune that down.
As I give you a point.
You understand?
Yeah,
Tune
yes,
that
yes,
down.
Yes.
That's what the man provide for the home.
And a prime example is they did a study, not a study, well, some smart people went to Africa and they saw the large bull elephant, you know. They decided to go and remove the bull elephant from the teenagers.
Oh, okay.
This is uncharacteristic for elephants that act in this way. Well, as soon as they moved those bull elephant and took them wherever they took
No
them,
authority.
them teenagers, they started to kill the rhino.
Oh, okay.
They started to run the lions and all
Okay.
because they didn't see. Oh, but I don't want to tell me to don't go here or do this. And those elephants went rogue. You know what they had to go do? They had to go get them big male bull elephant and put them there. And when they put them down, they settled right down.
Wow.
So you see,
So I tell parents it's best you have a temporary mad son
yes,
and a dead happy one.
yes.
And so as parents, you have to make the tough decisions.
Yes.
When you have that gut feeling and you say you won't go in tonight, you mean that. You
Yeah.
stand by that.
Yes.
Because you standing on that can be the very night that you save your child life.
Yes. Because you have a lot of risk kids out there who are just like that kid out there.
I had boys tell me I was too free.
Yeah.
The boy telling me he too free.
Yeah. Yeah, exhausted.
I need boundaries.
Yeah, because his mom probably let him, and he had no father figure to say, with me, I was free, but my uncle Barry, who was a police officer, right?
Jack upon Mary now and
He
again.
never. One thing I could say, he never took advantage of me. As much time I was in the station with him present,
Right.
and I was a terrorist, right? That's it. I said he used to be in the station, but I never care on bad why he's in the station,
see that?
and I never let none of my
Right.
friends know that was my uncle. So I was too ashamed.
Wow.
You understand?
Right.
And the only reason they get to know he was my uncle is one day when they said, Wrinkler, someone been here, and they said, they come to your nephew. And when they say they nephew, he said, you trying to tell me this your nephew all the time. And I used to be in the station with my uncle a few occasions, and I was so ashamed. I was a terrorist, but when I read in the station, he said, this is my uncle. He was always there for me. He would buy my Clark shoes, he would buy my, and he always said this, don't be like your mom. And your daddy in prison, right? But he would give me that support. I lived with them all my life, then I moved out on my own because I was causing problems at home. He was an officer,
Right.
and I was bringing the criminal investigation department that always looking for
That
me.
ain't gonna do
And I couldn't live with it and making my grandmother cry and all that stuff. How the police saying they gotta do what they gotta do to you. So yeah, man, go ahead. Yeah, so I can tell you, yeah, the man figure is very important in a child's life. Very important. And a little biblical, Mary and Joseph, when they had Christ, I always tell people this. Christ ended up in the hands of Mary and Joseph because there was a family structure built of kindness, love, discipline, integrity. You think if Christ had come in this world in the hands of a bad single parent, or say I want people to read between the line, listen what household he went into.
Right.
He didn't just go into any household, he was a king, but he didn't end up as a Caesar. He ended up in the hands of two people who respected God's principle.
Wow.
The 10 or 20 or 40 commandments these people had it in them. They might not be in the richest
Right.
or the poorest,
Right.
but they had a standing. That's why God put him in the hands of those individuals, because in this world, if we don't have people who are with positive like yourself, that's like you, doing with those boys like me, doing what I was doing to the kids. If you don't have a positive role model right there to steer the people in the right direction, Christ would have been bad.
Definitely.
He would have been bad in the wrong hands. That's why they say these things. But I don't hear no pastors talk about these things. That's why I say I'm really skeptical about how people preach, because they're not talking about Mary and Joseph and their family line. And I just saying, if he didn't have in the hands of a bad,
I never look at it like that. So I appreciate you sharing that.
you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, that's excellent.
He ended up in a family structure that was so strong that couldn't be broken with no sweethearting, no.
So the scripture said, train up a child in
There
the
you go.
way he should go.
There you go.
And when he is old, he will not
Depart from his
it.
ways.
Now, from the age of 12, when Christ was teaching, he went missing for a while. Then he surfaced back at 33. You understand?
Yes.
So I don't know what happened in those unforeseen years.
Yes.
But if you train them right, no matter where they go, they're going to fall right back in line. And so the foundation is important. Family structure is important. And so our communities, the morale is deteriorating right before our very eyes. I had a grandmother who's dealing with one of her boys at Simpson Pen.
Yes, sir.
She say, I need you to be his daddy while he's there. Father him for me, please.
Because Grammy know what's out there. She didn't see
right.
it on the news. She didn't see it in the community.
She say, when you send him back home to me, I can take it from there.
Okay.
But whilst he is there, please give him that father figure for me, please. He need that in his life.
Yes, and that's the key to our country. We need to create leadership in all of these communities, right? And opportunities. like I say, gatekeepers like yourself who are doing a tremendous job in the country. You
Try
want
it.
to take one more call? We're going to
No
take this
problem.
one more call real quick because we really want to get back to the conversation. Go ahead, caller. You're on Guardian Radio.
It's good. What's going on?
Hey,
man?
good night, good night, good night.
Listen, I agree with you saying, but a father need to be in the home too, right? But if you have some strong female persons in your life, right? Christians and all that, then we always say you could go back to that foundation.
Yes.
You understand? I think I was a little wood boy growing up. You know what I mean? But I used to go to church all the time when I was younger.
Yeah.
Every day. You know what I mean? Going to night church and this and that every Sunday night.
You're going to look for the girls, man. That's
Every
you're
Friday,
going to look for the girls, man. You know you're going to look for the girls, man. Come on, man.
That's a part of it too, but if they can get you in church, that's a good thing.
Yeah. You might find your wife in the church, you see.
All right then. If you have some strong matriarchal
Yes.
person,
Yeah.
like mama, my Grammy, mommy.
You're right.
You know what I mean? We used to go by our house every Saturday.
Yes, sir. You're right. You're right.
Every Saturday, the whole family.
Yes.
And things like that don't exist in our culture no more, man.
No.
But you just go by your Grammy or this one or that one, or the whole family to get that togetherness. All these families segregated and separated these days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was also a lot of because my mom was young when she had me, you know what I mean? So she had like 9 siblings, 5 brothers and 4 sisters. You know what I mean? And the brothers, all of them was like daddies to me.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? All of them were professional men, and everyone was still different, and even my auntie's husbands and things. You understand? They took me on. I used to go by them in the summers and things and all that.
Yes.
So it was like I never was lacking nothing or looking for nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then when you get older, like you say, you fall back on that foundation was built in your life. In regards to you going to church and thing, and you know you're doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
You understand? And it's up to you to do better.
Yes.
And that's why I encourage these young people to stop being followers and be leaders.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because following money ain't the thing, bro. You understand? I don't know what's going on around here these days. You don't want to
Say it again, brother.
no one.
Come on, good
You don't
laugh,
want to get
man.
me to rob no one.
Come on,
You understand? I can't. In my mind, I can't understand the concept of how these guys be thinking these days. All I can say is they like man. They like man, and they can tell you do something like that, and you just go do it. You understand? So I just want to encourage these young fellas.
Yes, sir.
Y'all don't have to be followers.
Yes.
Y'all don't have to be followers. Y'all could be leaders, and y'all could make yourself into anything y'all want to be in this life.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you only got a short time. They seem long, but it's only a short time.
No, by time running.
I'm 43 years old this year. I can remember when I was 19, 20.
What?
Like that was yesterday.
Yeah. You're like.
You understand what I'm saying? That
Yes.
time fly.
Yes.
That time fly by. I wish I had some of that time back to do better. But I still like the progress that I made and where I am today.
Yes.
I want to encourage you, Scrooge. That time cool?
That's Mr. Johnson. Pastor
All right,
Johnson.
Mr. Johnson. I want to encourage all of you, man. All you as leaders as well.
Yes, sir.
You understand? To be on this platform and to actually speak to these young people and make them see that people could do better.
Yes.
Where you come from, you don't have to be in that same stick.
Yes.
You understand? You could get yourself out of it and do better and have a company, a business, have a good job, all these things. So I learned the skills, do something, man.
Yes.
Stop being a pestilence to society and try better this farm life.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, man.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
man.
calling.
Brother. Wonderful expression just now from young gentlemen. You know. Go ahead, Mr. Johnson.
And one of the things that we do as well is we help them to come into who they are as individuals. Identity. I believe we have an identity crisis.
We do.
One of the things he mentioned is them liking man. And that's major right
A
there
lot of
in this
like it,
country.
man.
You know,
A lot of them like it, man.
trend followers rather than being a trendsetter.
Yes.
You know, and that's the role of the parents. They instill that in their
Be
children.
leaders.
But we have some individuals who don't have that father figure, nor mothers in the home.
Yes.
And so it will normally fall on the community, but the village in there.
Yeah, we finished now as the village part.
You see?
We be able to try regain it again.
And so definitely, so these persons falls through the crack.
They will. If we don't have a strong community, a strong village, they're going to fall through the crack. That's why we need a lot of small business owners in the community, and we collaborate together, and we could deal with the deficit, the problems in our community?
Well, I started out in Nassau Village 31 years
Yes.
ago, and I tried with the community, with the business owners, and I tried to get some Bibles and so forth, and they tell me they don't have no money to invest in no Bible. They don't understand what I was trying to do.
Yes.
You understand? If they did give me the resources that
You can
I
make it better
needed,
than Nassau Village.
definitely,
And you still can.
from the get-go.
Yes.
You understand? And so our community went through a little
Through
major,
turbulence. Through turbulence.
You understand?
Through
And still
turbulence.
fading.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
understand? We still, my mom still live in the Nassau Village. And I lost my oldest brother in Camp Road, shot twice to the head, and that was devastating for me. To receive that telephone call that your only brother is on the side of the road dead.
People don't know the feeling, you know. The feeling, I mean, a lot of people know the feeling. It's like, when you hear this, it's like everything is freeze upon you when it's, like.
I didn't even cry.
It's crazy.
I just lay right there in the bed.
So, that's why you also passionate too, because you know you lost a loved one, and you know to him, all those kids to you are like your brother, and people come before your brother who pass away, and to you, you wanna change the directory from them going down that path to put them in that position.
My brother is one out of at least 500 of my friends that I lost along the way.
Why we
So we clock in some major numbers.
Why we in the same numbers?
You
bro.
understand? I know.
We in the
I
same
tell
number.
you, we in the same.
We in the same numbers.
All right.
Hold on.
So, and I stopped counting a while ago.
No, I ain't no sense counting. Man.
And so, if we could help these young individuals to realize that there is an alternative, there is another way, there is a better way. And that's how we went and launched our agriculture and farming project. Because if the people in the community trying to get you to sell weed for $5, at least you could sell some lettuce for $10
Yes,
without the police trying to catch you.
that make better sense.
And so, there is an alternative. There is a better way for our young men in this country.
And agriculture is actually creative because a lot of those kids can earn a honest living. You could hook them up with BAMSI. I didn't even know BAMSI had all those incentives. You know, you could get land. So, you know, this could turn out very well for persons who want to go in agriculture.
So BAMSI came there and did a training
See,
with the boys.
see that?
So we had 11 of them that received, 6 received for completion of their certificate.
Wow.
And another 6 for participation. So they have a little more time to go before they complete that particular course, what they were on. But those boys can take those certification anywhere around this country because they are trained by BAMSI.
Yes.
And so BAMSI is on board.
And they could even, like I say, more inquiries. They get more inquiries. They could apply for land. And they probably could start their own small farm and can.
And the government say they will supply the resources for these young men and give them the opportunity so that they can soar.
You know, we import what, close to $1 billion of
Easy.
food products from around the world. Why not? We are starting to change the local farmers now, and this will give them a great opportunity to go in a field that is productive. You know, especially with their hands.
Yeah, definitely. And when I first introduced the program to some of the young boys, you know, they ain't never no dirt, put
And they
no
love
hand in
that.
no dirt. But after a while, they catch on. They glean the knowledge. We had a theory part of it. When they went into the practical, that some of them have the hands. So soon as they plant, in days they springing up. Take
Yes.
the hands there.
And what I like about it, Mr. Johnson, is that first when they start, you know, if they're not interested, they see that first little sprout.
Process.
They come to see it. Then they see it
Process.
again.
Here
Then
we
they look.
go.
Then they look. They is be amazed.
Okay.
They just need an opportunity and the right set of people to set it up for them. You know.
And that is key. Options and opportunity for our young people. Because everybody might not be interested in that.
Yes.
And so I turn someone into art,
Uh,
barbering. Wherever your interest is,
Yes.
that's where I push you.
that's like
And I support you.
you know, you're giving them options.
Definitely.
Because, you know, like you said, they're not going to be in the farm, and some is not going to be in the farm, and some not going to be fishing.
Some
But
is-
if you have 30, 40 kids, each one of them is going to pick up something.
Okay.
And artistry is one of the best. Man, all this is trades.
And some interested in basketball.
Yes. Yes.
And so the Governor General had a second annual boys conference. And out of 200 of those young men, you had a young man out of Simpson Bend that got the overall Governor General's award
Wow.
for his leadership and for participating. We had different presenters, and out of all about 25, I think you was a presenter, no? But every session that he sit in, the presenter flagged him
Yeah.
as the leader
Yes, they could tell. Yes, 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 yes.
and his behavior and conduct.
Yes, that's the training y'all did.
So he was the runner-up
Wow.
from all of the presenters. I didn't choose him.
No, because people.
That's a collaborative
Because everyone
effort.
saw the potential in him and the way he addressed and how he dealt with their environment.
Definitely.
Yes,
And he merged
honestly.
to the top. And he say, thank you. I say, no, thank you, because you did it.
Yes. He changed his mindset.
You understand? You did that.
Yes.
You did that.
And that's all they need, you know. A father figure and the right organization and the right support mechanism, and we see a change in this country.
Yes, sir.
With the proper development,
Yeah.
with the village. And we can do it, in the country,
Definitely.
It's just colors, We're not there to talk about politics, it's just colors, If we learn just to forget about the colors and just focus on what needs to be a national initiative as to reclaim the
And that's why I only talk about my PS.
Yes.
I didn't go no further than the
Yes.
PS. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
Because the next name I mentioned, they're going to be colors.
But it don't matter.
And I don't want the show
Yeah,
to,
but it
to
don't
go
matter.
south just because you mentioned color.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes, but if this particular program is benefiting the
Definitely.
masses, well, you could go. It's no problem because that is a program that is benefiting people. So you could go ahead.
Yeah, but
you could go ahead.
the Honorable Miles LaRoda,
Yes.
Minister of Social Services,
Yes.
Information and Broadcast, he supports the work that is happening at the Simpson Pen Center.
And I support that
And
as
that
well.
ain't talk.
No, I support it as well. I read up on it.
You
I've
understand?
seen the Master Road talk about the
With resources.
problems. Yes,
You-
with
you
resources.
understand?
I support that. Even-
Wholeheartedly, 100%
Yes.
support the initiative that I
Yes.
present on the table.
Yes, yes.
He wants change for those young men.
Yes, yes, I'm all for that. See, there's nothing that any government does that will shout down
Yeah.
as long as it's positive. I don't care what party you're from, but I say just make it where Master Road understands that, hey, this is for the kids. And I have to do this as long as I'm minister of this department. That is my job. And that's what he's doing.
Well, he's delivering.
And he's delivering. I'd like to say thanks to him as well, because
delivering.
if he is doing what
He's delivering.
he's doing what he's supposed to do,
I wouldn't
give
put
him thumbs
myself
up.
out there if he
No,
wasn't
I give him a
delivering.
thumbs up.
You know I wasn't
I
gonna do that.
support
Me?
him, my brother. I support any organization that is helping at risk, whether it's
Definitely.
boys or girls or anything that helping people, the hospital, nurses, whatever it is. I down with that.
Good.
I down with that because you's the one there
On the
the ground, and I see it.
I'm 24-hour supervision.
Yes, sir.
So I get the
You,
telephone
yes,
calls.
yes.
There are times when I have to be in the hospital 24 hours.
There are
going into
great
48
programs in
hours.
government. There are great programs in government. One thing I'm saying is that if we let's just flow with nationality, right? And we'd see a greater Bahamas just give the people the resources they need, and we'd see a great change in this
Definitely.
country.
What is working support?
Yes, what is working support? I don't care where you're from or who you're with, as long as you're sincere and honest, work with them. We can take this next call. Go ahead, caller. You're on Inside in the City.
G,
Hey,
boy, you're doing a good job.
good night to you. Thank you.
Yeah, same to you. Listen, man. And I don't know him as Superintendent J, but I know him as Pastor J. That's the same person, right?
That's the other name.
Pastor J. How are you, buddy?
How you do, sir?
All is well, my friend. Scrooge,
Yes, sir.
you know me and you always is argue, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
these government people is get stuff mixed up. But I think with this appointment that they did, they got the right man for the job.
Yes, most definitely.
Because I know we always is argue because, they got lawyers talking about they're in charge of the police and they got a talking about they run in BC and they get everybody mixed up.
He's in the
But
right
they think they
spot.
get it right with this one because Johnson, from I know him, always had a heart for young people.
Yes.
And he's doing a good work down by Simpson Pen. And Scrooge, you don't let him fool you with all them big dogs. He's straight gangster too, Just
Yeah, no, I can get him right now. I can get him right now.
That's a Nassau village boy, but he know how the thing goes.
Yeah, I can get him right now.
Hey, that's Jay.
Yes, sir.
I remember one time you preached about this, a Nassau village boy, wanted and on the run.
Why you get that down pat? Why you remember that? That's some
That was years ago. Hey, and every time I hear your voice, I remember that because that one stuck me like a knife, boy.
Whoa.
And from then,
You come on the court, you sound like you was one of them who won't come on the court that night.
No, boy, hey, listen, I come on the court, but I would always be tired. I had to go home and try that out, boy.
Oh, Lord.
I've been following you ever since. You're a good man. You're doing a good job, my friend.
Try and connect him with the good Mr. Brown here. So we
Yeah,
going to do
you
it.
stay with Scrooge, hey, and put Scrooge in. He ain't come all the way over yet, so get him in before you go.
Yeah, man.
Make sure you get in there, safety.
Yeah.
Y'all take care, but I enjoy the show.
Thank you very much.
All
Thank
right,
you very much. Good night to you. Yeah. Yeah, man, Mr. Johnson. You know, I just want people to know. Christ went on the highways and byways for a reason. He preached in the highways and byways because he wanted to reach people. He wanted to reach the rapists. He wanted to reach the robbers. He wanted to reach the gamblers. He wanted to reach the drunkards. He wanted to reach the smokers. He wanted to reach anyone, any people where he saw there was poverty, right? Because he knew that in poverty, some of these decisions that people are making are not necessarily their own. Circumstances make me what I am. I just want what it is, right? So, Mr. Johnson, let me ask you a question. I know from your past, right? A lot of people, like, are chosen for position from man, right? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of pastors, no disrespect to the pastors,
right,
who are chosen from man, but not chosen from God.
Right.
Okay? The caller just stated just now that, government appoint this and that in different departments, but he said, but you, they get the right man for the job. Hardship made you what you are. Experience on the streets and going through the trials and tribulation that you are now preaching to the younger generation at Simpson Pen and to those who are listening now on the radio, it's because of past experience. Right. Let me hear a little bit of your past experience for you, Mike, to share a little bit of your past experience and why you are so dedicated to changing the mindset of the individual that come in Simpson Pen.
So, my mom and dad was married for 52 years.
52 years.
Before he deceased.
Okay, wow.
So I only know marriage life.
Wow.
I know the family structure.
Wow.
Inside out.
Mm.
So I always received that affirmation and love.
Mm-hmm.
So love was nothing I was searching for when I walked the streets.
Identity
I wasn't looking for that.
I know what you're looking for. Go ahead.
So I believe my daddy was a strong leader. Mm-hmm. So I learned leadership. Mm-hmm. I think in my 40 years whilst he was alive,
yes, sir,
two males might have been to the house in 35 years. So he don't do company at all. Strong leader in the home. Wonderful example. But that was after he saved his life.
Yeah.
After he gave his life to Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Before my dad got saved, my dad was an abusive father. Wow. My dad used to beat my mother in front of anybody. He would beat my sisters. He used to drink. I would call it pissy drunk. Mm-hmm. Drink, smoke.
Just like my granddaddy.
And so, but at the age of probably 14 or 13, my dad gave his life to Jesus Christ and he got saved. And I watched the transformation that took place in his life. And for sure, he was not the same person that I grew up watching.
Wow.
And so from then, that had an effect on me. Because I see with my own two eyes that it doesn't matter how bad an individual is. They can change.
They can change. They can change. They can change.
You understand?
Yes, they can change.
And the person that the transformation took place in his life, it came through Jesus Christ, accepting Jesus Christ as his Lord. That's where it happened for my dad. And it always resided in my mind. And then I began to portray those same traits that I saw in my earlier days with my dad.
Like father, like son, they said pass
So I
on.
began to walk in those same, so that was it for me. But I did not go to the streets looking for. When I went out there and I did it my way.
Yeah, wait.
I
did it my
did
way.
my own thing.
Frank from Nash.
And
So that's-
others joined me
Okay.
in my quest.
Yes, because you was a leader.
But I always had my key to go back home too,
You mean that you could exit?
whenever I want to.
All right, I understand what you're saying.
Others did not have the same privilege that I had.
You was a leader. You see, you was a leader, just like me. We were leaders. That's why you had a key. You know.
And there were times when I take some back home rather than leaving them sleeping in the car. We sit on the car till morning, but these said gotta go in the car to sleep. Right? This is where I tap out. Y'all calling it the night there. I'm going home.
They sleep with the gun in the car, outside of the car.
So I would take some. You ain't gonna be all.
Yeah.
Because you're still going home to my people.
Yeah, yeah.
So the ones who are most closest to me, I would allow to come home and let them spend a nice night inside a home. Put some food together for them and so forth. You understand? And so there were individuals in that community that looked up to me for leadership, especially the younger ones.
Yeah, because you was the leader.
So they felt like, I
I
was
need to be around you.
I was the face.
The influencer. The identity. Yes.
You understand?
They want their identity.
So they came alongside.
Yes.
But there were other individuals in the community recognize if we stand together, we could be stronger.
Yes. Something must click. Something must come together.
And so there was a groupie that we actually came together and we gave Nassau Village a face and a name.
And that's what still transcends into the day.
And the rest came around. So what we are seeing in Nassau Village are sons, grandsons that were born from where we left off.
And the same thing happened in the community that I reside in. Remember, I say leaders after leaders after leaders. The same thing I tell people all over and over. It's a transition period. It goes from one person to the next, so it can be broken.
But the good thing about it is they saw what I was.
And what
And
you are
now
now.
they are able to see what I am now.
It's a prime example.
And so there is
Most
an
respect.
alternative.
There's an alternative.
You do not have to stay here.
You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to.
You could rise above this.
Many people are amazed at my progress in my life. Even I'm amazed, my restraint, because many times, I would get in an argument and I would restrain myself. And when I look at this individual, right, he talking to me and I ain't even seeing him because, I'm not even seeing him. What he saying to me?
Yeah. One day has out the net.
One day, you understand?
What?
I'm thinking a different way. And he's talking, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I said to myself, he is no threat to me.
Yeah, you've let that go.
I say he's no threat to me. I'm going to greater heights. Why should I slow my standard to go and stoop to his level
don't.
when my level is up here? I'm going up here, and why I'm going to stoop and be tempted to make a bad decision that is going to put me down here? No way.
And you
in
have
hell.
so many young men and older fellas that look up to you for leadership.
Yes. And that would be a bad example. That's why I make it
You,
so long in the
you will
community.
hurt the generation.
I am still hanging with the younger guys in this generation up to this day. I'm still playing basketball in the park. I'm still having a conversation with them. We don't have not one argument. I've never had an altercation with a young guy. I don't care how bad he is or whoever it is. We've never had an altercation with one of them. In fact, they always come to me and talk to me and respect me highly. It's because the way how I conduct myself and how I talk to them and how I treat them. You understand? Never take advantage of nobody. Even when I had power on the streets, I never take advantage. And I have some, not saying no power, but even when I still have influence, I don't take advantage of people. I treat people in accordingly the way they want to be treated. And the same way I want to be treated,
That's how you treat
I want the people to be treated.
It's like the boys at Simpson
Yes.
Banner where I go. I call them sir.
Yes. And they respect that. You want to take this last call?
No problem.
We're going to take this last call. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah. Yeah. To be honest, the gentleman testimony just now, it's almost like I'd like to ask you what's your dad's name, because
I mean me?
it sounds similar to mine, but I'm sure he is not, because he didn't give his life to Christ till he was on his way out. Right?
Yes, sir.
You following me?
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. Pardon I about my slow.
Go ahead, all right.
But I was listening to y'all and about talking about people without young men would need guidance.
Yes, sir.
In the legislation, I have 5 kids and 1 grandkid. I'm in my 40s as well. I'm a 70s baby. I was a road boy too.
Yes, sir.
I still ain't too good, but I don't do badness. I
Yes,
try
I.
to teach.
Yes,
I
I.
go in the alleys and talk to young men just as well. I give young men jobs. I'm a trucker. So anytime I have a job, I try to
Awesome, man.
franchise young men,
Yes, I.
uh, regardless of how the government is disenfranchising all our young Bohemian men,
Yes, sir.
right? I appreciate both of your conversation, but I was compelled to call because when I heard when I heard the young man made his testimony, I grew up in a life like that, and like I was driving from 12 years old. My old man was a boss. He was rude. He was bad, but he was a good daddy. I hated him, but he made me who I am. Right?
Yes, sir.
These young men today, to be honest, I think in legislation they need to change it. And as the ladies have rights to their children. Like if you have a child for a young man and you say that's his father, okay. If you want to leave him, leave the child with him. That's what I think needs to be done. Because men take responsibility for what is there. And I think the reason why this world is going and not the world, but Bahamas is going in the direction it's going in is
Yes,
because
sir. Yes, sir.
too much young girls are growing up young men
Yeah. Yes, sir.
and they don't have no role model because I grew up, Butts, Lizard,
I hear the name. Yeah, listen, that's Yellow Weller, right?
Lizard
Yeah, I know
is
Lizard. I
from
know.
Freeport. He's from Nassau, but he's from Freeport.
I
He
know the
in
name
Freeport.
Lizard. I
And
know.
Butts is his brother.
I know the name before.
KV, all these fellas, like, even though they was bad boys, they never let us be bad.
Correct. Yes, yes,
You
yes. They all
understand
said
what
we
I'm
don't get in
saying?
the field.
And right now today, young men don't have nobody to look up to.
Nobody.
No politician, no nobody, no drug dealers, no nothing. All they trying to do is
Live.
find a gun to put a gun. All what they say you need a gun, a mask, and a what?
In the food.
A ox. I mean, it's a donkey. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
understand? And
Yes, sir.
I think legislation really need to change in order to change this world around because we are losing our young men, and the government need to do something with this immigration situation.
Yes, sir.
You understand? We need to send back a couple of generations of these people. It's not inhumane. You understand? It's constitutionally right. And we are we fighting a losing battle when we just petting around on the surface with this foolishness. And I appreciate your conversation because like you say, this gentleman, Scrooge, you, me, the gentleman who was on the phone earlier, we was I had a pipe from I was like 12 years old. I
Yeah.
never killed nobody,
Yeah, he had a
but I
pipe,
had
but
one.
it means he had a gun from around 12 years old.
Really, grade 7. You
Same,
understand? Tell you
same
a
time,
380.
Same time.
And
What you had a 380? I had a 25. You beat me by a couple caliber. I had a 25.
And I was pumped.
And that was your first money.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
you
my
kissed that
first-
right up here. Your first gun, you all kissed it up.
understand? I never killed people.
Yes,
We
sir.
only use that to prevent violence.
Yes, sir.
We didn't use that to kill
Yeah, to
people.
protect the area. To protect the area.
You understand?
Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
And I like the government joking, man.
Yeah.
You know, they talking to PLP and half of them back and forth, but all of them is the same people.
Yeah.
All them doing the same thing. None of them mean none of us no good because they ain't helping us. Like me, right now, I feel like I grew up in an era where my life was wasted.
Wow. And
I can't afford a piece of property. I don't have 100 grand. I might have a couple of grand. I don't have 100 grand. Where I can get that from? And then when I get a property for 100 grand, where I can get the rest of the money to build the property. And I ain't borrowing. I don't beg. I don't borrow. I ain't going to no bank for nothing. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. And, I appreciate y'all. Good, y'all keep up the good
Yeah,
work.
man.
And I wouldn't mind giving you my number.
No
Because
problem.
guess what? I wouldn't mind reaching out to you and touching you because and the gentleman will go into the
Simpson Pen.
store or whatever and talk to people. I wouldn't mind if I could be of any assistance.
You see
I
that?
have young men too.
You see that? You see how this go? You see how this go? The people who have
Pardon
least.
me?
No, I said the people who have least always willing to help.
Yep.
Yeah, especially my young men,
Yes, sir.
because
Yeah.
we have it hard. We have it different, boss, in the world than most places in the world.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You
You
could.
know, so just be encouraged, keep up the good work, and you're all blessed through the Most High. You
Yeah.
see what I said?
Yeah, brother. You can leave the
Yes,
number. You can leave the number to the producer, man. The guy he speak a lot. I mean, the callers are just awesome. He articulate. And how he speak. Man, just awesome. You want to respond to it,
Thank you so much for calling. My dad was Prince Johnson
Prince Johnson?
from Eleuthera.
Yeah, well, extraordinary.
Yeah, but I mean that I had a young boy at Simpson Bend. He really could have used that driving job because nobody could have left keys around him because he was there because he liked to move people vehicles.
Wow.
So a job driving, he would drive all day. So he could have used a job like that.
You see people who have the least have the biggest heart, man.
Yeah,
It's just
I always wanna
amazing,
give and do.
Just amazing. Mr. Johnson, I don't know what to say to you, man. Like I say, Mr. Johnson, you're a godsend for the boys at Simpson Pen and many others in the country. I just like to keep on encouraging you to keep it up because you're changing so many lives. I hope you get empowered more. We could give more sniping to these kids, help them start their small business and expand. The blessing that they're going to see from you and the team at Simpson Pen, from Miles LaRota, the Member of Parliament and the Minister responsible for social service,
Yes.
to the staff at Simpson Pen.
Yes.
What's the lady name again?
P.S. Tom Twinkquest.
Miss
Twinkquest.
Turnquest.
Yes.
And many others who are part of this great initiative. I don't know what to say to you. I just want to encourage you and just keep up the good work. I just want to let the BM people know, not just about the boys, because the boys come from a female.
Correct.
The female also is a big priority in this country as well. Because if you're looking in the news lately, you're seeing a lot of females get charged for serious offenses in the country.
Correct.
That's
scary.
Setting up their boyfriend or setting people up to get robbed and murdered. It's crazy to see how females now are doing serious criminal offenses in the country.
I'll give you this little piece
Go
before we
ahead.
close. I never had to put a father before the court at Simpson Pen, but I had to put a mother before the court.
What? Wow.
Because whilst I'm working on rehabilitation and transformation, I have a mother that tries to smuggle marijuana into Simpson Pen for her son. Large quantity, not just a joint. What are you doing, mother?
What kind of mother she is?
What are you doing? And if you're listening to me, what are you doing? If I'm working on your son, the least you could do is support him in a positive way.
Not a negative way. What, you want him to go up there and sell drugs to other kids in Simpson Pen?
Never had to put a father before the court.
That's crazy.
Mother.
You see how our morals are dropping.
Based on what you said with the mother.
We just had the woman showed her drugs and cattle drugs in the prison the other day.
Somebody need to talk to our women out there.
It's getting worse with our women as well.
Somebody need to talk to them.
Because they are the ones who bring the males in the world. And if the mothers are thinking that smuggle illegal drugs to a son in Simpson Pen is going to better his life, you're making it worse. What kind of mother would do something like that? Not saying being disrespectful to the mother. Yeah. It's that her mind is twisted. Not say be disrespectful, dog. But that's because the circumstances, the poverty that happened in our community, that people have lost their social values, that they thinking what is wrong is actually right in today's society.
So mothers, if you're going to take on that role as being a father, you got to step up your game.
Yes, you do.
Because your children need more than just things. You have to be that positive role model in their life.
So
because they do what they see, not what you tell them. And whatever they believe is how they behave.
whatever they see is how they behave.
And that's what they do. So mothers, you have a responsibility. We have plenty hurting boys. And that aggression, they're not going to take it out on you as the mother. They're going to take it out on the general public.
And that includes anybody. That includes anybody.
So they can hug you and smile with you. But they're going to take out that aggression on the general public. So mothers, you have a responsibility with your sons. My mother came in the Grove Police Station about 35 years ago. And the first thing she do was hit me one slap. I tell them, put me back in the cell. And I'm still talking about that slap 35 years later.
That's a hard slap.
Okay,
just for wasting the time coming to the station and you're in there. Just for wasting our time coming to the station, you on the police time. So she put it on you.
Because she knows she taught me better.
Yes, you ain't supposed to be in there. You think that's child abuse?
She didn't condone my foolishness.
Never asked you think that's child abuse?
Never. It get me walking the straight and narrow now.
That slap make you up again.
Not walking the straight and narrow. The rod have a way of driving it out of your heart.
Yeah, you just awesome, man. You want to give us some shout out to some of your people out there before we leave?
I'd like to send a shout out to my loving wife, who have supported me for the past. This year will make us 29 years married.
29 years married?
29 years married to one woman. Every man need one good woman. You don't need, since we talking about that sweetheart.
Let me hear this.
Every man need one good woman. And in those 29 years, I never slept with another woman or my wife in 29 years. That's for the record.
Wow.
Every man need one good woman.
A question. How is your relationship?
Fine.
How's the finance?
Excellent.
How's the family life?
Be good.
So you try to tell me now, from the time you all been together, God has blessed you all because you all have kept the company.
We've had our struggles.
Yes.
So we would have gone through the process, but we went through it together. Just like how I saw my father went through it with my mom. They went through it together.
Wow.
You understand? It connects us. The bond is even more stronger
You're just
when you go through the trials and the tribulations. You go through it together. We said for better and for worse. So we have seen some dark days. We've seen some challenging days. But we also experienced some heavenly days.
So with all the temptation out there, you're able to...
What another woman could do for me? Only thing she could do
You're
is
listening?
Only thing she could do is show me where my wife is.
And cause all kind of confusion.
No, the only thing she could do is show me where my wife is.
Yes.
That's it.
Wow. And that's the mindset you got to have. So this is a good show tonight because we're seeing someone who's not only a person who's given counseling to many at-risk kids, but also he is a man who lives by it.
Definitely.
And that's why your life is blessed, you know.
Action speaks volume.
Wow.
You can't sing this thing. It follows you.
Wow. Amazing. And when we're talking about a perfect family, I always say, show me a perfect family. Not say a perfect family, but show me a family structure that we can implement. And your families are one of them that we can implement.
We've had our testing.
Yes.
We've had our trials.
Yes.
But we stick together. And we bond together. The family that prays together stays together.
So we are supporting family structure in the country. That's what I am all about. That's what I'm all about. I want to always talk about how we can create the family structure again in the country.
My wife and my 3 sons, they support me. I appreciate you all and I love you all.
Okay, I want to say thanks, Pastor Johnson, for coming in the short time. I really appreciate it. I know you don't come on shows like that, so it's an honor to have you on. But you did such an awesome job here tonight. You do such an awesome job in the Bahamas at large. I hope that God continues to bless you, so that you get more blessings and you can help more of those kids who are also your kids outside of your own bloodline are your kids, and continue to bless you.
I don't care what they charge, but they're my children.
Continue to bless you and continue to encourage you. And just keep on going, my brother. And I just like to say to the entire staff at the Simpson Pen
Yes, sir.
and to the Ministry of Social Service, you guys keep on doing a wonderful job. It's good to know about the programs and the people who also are part of it. Shout out to each one of y'all who are part of these programs and initiative. God bless each and every one of y'all, and have a wonderful night. To all the callers, good night to everyone. Bless up Elroy Bryce and all the listeners, my Lewis Street crew, John, and I know you and your wife listening, and all who listen to the show. Thank you very much. Sparky and crew, Emily girlfriend, enjoy.
Thank you so much for having it.
My pleasure.
What you doing to me, man? Oh, look. Again? I represent Bahamian people. I from Nassau, Bahamas.